Okay. All right, hello everybody. Let's get started here. Okay, let me make sure you're on here. I'm sorry I'm running late today. I was trying to wait till Steve got home from golf, but it's getting too late, so. Alrighty, let's check you out here. I think that's him there. Maybe not. Okay. Come on. All right, hold on a second. I can't. Oh, that's a mailman. There you are. Okay, you're here. Alrighty. Let me wash my hands. How is everybody today? Alrighty, let's check. Let me put this in here. This is my battery pack. Alrighty, I'm here. Okay. There you are. Okay, you're here. Alright, let me turn the volume down there. Alrighty, so today we are going to make two different things. I am making and I got a lot of stuff prepped already. I'm making a ranch chicken salad, and I'm also making garlic lemon shrimp linguine with some tomatoes in it. So I'm going to put my shrimp in my air fryer, so I'm gonna get that started. Let me put that on 400. I already got the pasta done. I did as much as I possibly could already. Let me get my shrimp in here. Let me get some parchment paper here. I got the food processor out because I'm going to use that for my chicken salad. So that's why I got that out. Let's get this in here for now. I'm going to get shrimp in, and then what I'll do is I'll start with the others then. So there's Steve. He just got it. All right. I just started. I just started.
Oh.
So, all right. Alrighty. So I need to put in here. What did I write down here for this? I need 2 teaspoons of paprika. And 2 teaspoons of paprika. You know what? I think I'm going to do 3. There's 1. I want to try to get this a little bit used. There's 2. There's 3. Let's start with 3. I have 2 pounds of shrimp. The recipe I've made it for 1 pound, but I have extra because Amanda comes and gets some. I need that. I need I'll put a little bit of parsley in there. I need 2 tablespoons, I think it is, of. I need some melted butter. Let me get that out. I need, I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Okay, here's my knife. 1, 2, 3, right around there. Roughly, that's 3. Okay. Melt it. Having stuff all over mine. All right, then I need I guess it's going to be reversed of what I put on my thing. I'm just going to, because I only have 3, so I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Doesn't matter, just need something to put on it, shrimp. So, to put it in there. Alrighty. No, not quite. Okay, let me put a bit of salt and pepper in here. And some salt. Okay. Give me mine. Let me put that in there. Let me get a spatula. Okay, this is just to put on the shrimp because I'm going to put it in the air fryer. I'm going to air fry it. I'm not going to put it on the stove. That way I can, as soon as I get this chicken salad mixed up, I can go ahead and start my sauce for my linguine. Alrighty, let's get these in here. Like I said, this is 2 pounds of shrimp. I had put paper towels in it, so that way it would get try to get it a little bit on the pat it dry somewhat. Okay. So I'm just going to put all this in here. Alrighty. Then we're going to put this on my basket for the parchment paper. And I'm going to put it in, if I guesstimate this right, I'm going to put this in for about about 10 minutes. Halfway through there, I will definitely, I gotta put it in a single layer. I gotta get it taken out here. Alrighty, here we go. Okay. Oh, that's not quite ready yet, so. Alright, I just remembered I didn't turn my phone down. I'll put it on silent. Okay, I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit more of this paprika on here. Just a little bit. Okay. These are raw shrimp, by the way. These are not cooked. I'm still going to use that. I don't need this. I don't know why I got that. Alrighty. Okay, so as soon as that gets done, we can put that in. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my food processor to mix up my, it's the easiest way for me to do it. To mix up all my stuff in my chicken salad. I'm going to use a food processor. So, just makes it easier. I left it in, I cooked this off and I left it in the broth so it wouldn't get all dry. So I'm just going to put it in here. This is out. All right, I'm just going to put a little bit of broth in here to help it down. Hopefully help it get all mashed up. All right, what I'm going to do is I got to wash this out real quick because I need a bowl for I got all the bowls used up here. And I need a bowl for to put this stuff in. So I'll just rinse it out real quick. Wash it out. I didn't want to get my face all wet though. Lord have mercy. And one of them days. Everything I touch. You have a day where everything you touch just like goes haywire? That's the day I'm having. All right, there we go. Okay, there's that. So now we can put these in. It's 4:16, so I'll check them about 4:21, 4:22, somewhere around there. Let me put all that in there. All right. Okie dokie. Okay, so now, let me wipe my glasses off there. I guess just got water on my eye. Okay. I can't stand my glasses. All right, now, let's get this out of here. I'm always afraid I'm going to cut myself with that. Blade. Okay. This will be good enough. Alrighty, so there's that. So now in here, I'm going to put, I have celery, I have onion, and I have some eggs. I put eggs in my chicken salad. So we're going to go ahead and get that all mixed up. See how fast that is? That's why I like using this. It's just so fast. So you gotta watch it because sometimes you get some of them big celeries in there. That's why I put it in the bowl and then I check it. I just pull them out, no big deal. Alrighty. Now we're going to make our sauce, and I'm just going to make it right in here. It's just so easy to do it this way. Alright. So, I actually am going to mix this up real quick. Let me mix this up. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper in here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make our sauce now. So in my food processor, I am going to use I have salad dressing or Miracle Whip, whichever one you're at. And I'm just going to use some mayonnaise because probably not going to have enough Miracle Whip. I have on here either or will be fine. Okay, so what we're going to use now is I'm going to take, let me get a measuring cup. I'm going to take a cup of ranch dressing, regular old ranch dressing. Let me get this out of there. Okay. I have more ranch up in the cupboard. Okay. Actually, that's a lot of chicken. I'm just going to start it this way, and if I need to make another little batch, I will. I don't want to waste it. So here we go. Here's a cup of ranch. I'm going to put that in there. To that, I'm going to add I'm going to add a cup of I think I need it. I need a cup of Miracle Whip. And I don't know that I'm going to have enough, but I do have, like I said, I'll just use regular old mayonnaise. That'll be fine. Okay. Get it all out of there. Just let me put a dash of this mayonnaise in here. All right, that's a cup. Let me wipe this handle off. All right. Then I'm going to have to add 2/4 cups of I have to watch because I have two different green lids here. Some of it's trying to use all this up because I'm going to have to get a new one of these. This has been up there for a little while, so I'm just trying to get this used up today. Okay, let me try it like that first. There we go. All right, I'm just going to put the rest of that in. That didn't have a whole bunch in it. I'm going to take a squirt of hot honey, just a squirt. I didn't put this on mine. I just added that. And I'm going to take a little bit of parsley and a little bit of dill weed. Actually, I am going to put a little squirt in there. I'm going to put a little squirt of about 2 teaspoons of that. And then I'm going to use my rice vinegar. I do have that on there as optionals, as extras, just so you know. I thought I did. Sometimes I put it in, sometimes I don't. Okay, so we have salt and pepper. I'll put a little bit in here too. Oh, let me check mine. Let me check my shrimp. Alrighty. Let me put this up in there. Let's see, move this out the way. I'm just trying to get these done, so I had a spatula. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Okay. You can shake your basket. I'm just going to go ahead and push mine around because I have mine in my air fryer in my oven. As you can see, I don't have a lot of counter space, so I surely don't have enough counter space for no air fryer basket. Okay, so in there I have, I want to get a little bit of dill relish. I don't have any dill, but I do have some sweet. I'll just use a little bit of sweet relish. That'll be fine. Let me get a little spoon. Now this you're going to want to taste before you make sure everything's okay with it. Okay. Alrighty. So I have the ranch dressing, the ranch dried mix, salt, pepper. I have Miracle Whip or mayonnaise, and I have 2 teaspoons of rice vinegar and 2 teaspoons, 1 of hot honey and 1 of regular honey, and then a little bit of relish. Now this I do have to check. Need a little bit more mayonnaise in there. Okay. That should be good. Let's try that. Alrighty. Pull this out. Here, I gotta get a paper towel because I don't want that to slip on my hand. I did that one time. I actually went to pull it out and it was wet and it slipped and it cut my hand. So I try to be real careful anymore with it, because these blades are sharp. Trust me, they're sharp. That and knives. I get too rambunctious sometimes for my own good. Alright, I'm going to put that in there for the moment. Alrighty. There's that. Okay. Now, let's put this in here. I'm not going to put quite all of it in yet. Just gonna put a little bit in there for the moment. Do a little bit at a time, so that way you know you don't put too much sauce in it. Because I have a habit of making it too saucy sometimes. Okay. I'm making this because Amanda doesn't like seafood, so she can have some. Well, I'm going to leave her some noodles too, so put a little bit more in there. I'll just put it all in. It'll soak up in the refrigerator. Alright. There we go. Okay. So, let me put water in that. Alright, so here's the chicken salad. Okie doke. Okay, let me mix this up and then I'll try it to make sure it tastes okay. That's pretty good. Put a little bit more dill weed in there. Just a little bit more. I'm going to get this in the refrigerator, so. Okay. So this can chill up. I'm going to turn this off. That shrimp's done. I'll just leave it in there for a minute. Steve.
What?
Can you come here and try this real quick, please? Him and Amanda's the ones that love it, so I'll let him try it and see what he thinks. It's chicken salad.
Something smells good.
No, this is chicken salad here. You smell the shrimp and the...
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Very good.
All right. There don't need anything else in it?
Mm-mm.
All right. All right, there you go.
That's just fine. Just like it is.
All right. Like I said, him and Amanda's the ones that eat the chicken salad per se. I mean, I eat chicken salad, don't get me wrong, but not as much as they do. So that on the bottom wasn't mixed up. I have to get another little container anyway, so that's not all going to fit in there. I keep on getting all my handles all messed up with my hands. Give me a little round one. Put this in here. Okay, one more. Now I can mix that up. That'll work out too, because then that way I have one for Steve and the other one for Amanda. Because Amanda gets more than Steve does. All right, there we go. Very good. That in there. Wash my hand off. Put this in the refrigerator so it can get cold. That's one of the things too, it's not cold, so it's kind of hard to tell. There's that one. I need a little round one. All right there. All right. So we're going to get ready to make our sauce now. I already have my pasta made. I made it up early. What I did was, I made it up. I had a little bit of, let me move this out the way. I had a little bit of one kind of pasta, the linguine. I made linguine, and then I had used a whole wheat one, so there's two different kinds in there. We'll get that out of our way. Alrighty. Okay. I just don't want the knife in there. I'll just lay it in the sink. Okay. Where's my... I just want to wake this up a little bit. Now we're going to make our sauce for our linguine. I don't need this. I do need this parsley though. I think that's probably going to be enough. Let me get rid of this mayonnaise and this. I'll get rid of this mayonnaise and this ranch. Get them back in the refrigerator. I don't like them sitting out. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our pan here, and we're going to take this is for 8 ounces. I have 16. Actually, I have a little over 16 because I had a little bit in another box. One day I made pasta. I think it was just for me, so I didn't want to use the whole box. I'm going to put in here tablespoons. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That's a half a tablespoon. That'll work. Give me 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay. There's 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I got to get more olive oil. Alrighty. And then to that, I'm going to add just a little bit. To that, I'm going to add, I know I need garlic. 2 tablespoons of butter. So I need like 4 tablespoons of butter, which will take care of this one. That's why I left it. And I need garlic. I'm not real big on the garlic, so I don't make mine garlicky. So if you want more garlic, eat more than you can put it in. Garlic, I need 2 to 3 tablespoons, so that's for 8 ounces. That's 1 tablespoon. That's 2 tablespoons. That's 3 tablespoons. I'll use 4 tablespoons, I guess. That's 4 tablespoons, because this is a half a tablespoon. That thing's a half a tablespoon. Okay, so let me turn this on. And, I have it on. I'm going to leave that on for like 30 seconds, just enough to get it. Let's get this all melted. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my tomatoes and my onion. And you don't have to add onion either if you don't want. I just think it gives it a best good flavor. Okay. I'm gonna add my red pepper flakes in there. Well, I'm just gonna put it. I put on here, how much did I put on here? About a half a teaspoon. I'm just gonna put some in. I don't want to make it real hot. Not everybody likes it spicy. Alrighty, so there's that. Let me check one of these. Oh yeah, they're done. They smell good too. Alright, this butter's melting up really good. Okay, so now I'm going to add into there the onions and the tomatoes. And here's my tomatoes. Okay. So this I gotta let go for about 4 or 5 minutes or so. So it can get all that stuff out of the tomatoes. Okay. I'm gonna get a new bag for that. New bag. I don't like it. I think that, maybe it's me, but I think it smells up your refrigerator. So I keep it in a Ziploc bag. And like I said, it might just be me. Because I'm not a big garlic eater. I mean, I eat it, but it's not one of my favorites. Like some people love garlic. I think it stinks myself. Alright, I just let it go. Sometimes you get these baggies and they don't want to shut right. Okay. I'm going to need the lemon juice for sure. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this all down. I'll take a couple minutes. I'm going to pull out my shrimp. Let me put this in. Thank God the lid was on this barrel. Alrighty. Let's get these out. That means okay, let me turn this down a little bit. Now you can put cream cheese in this too. I'm not going to today, but you can. I just put it on my look at this shrimp. I'm gonna take that sauce and I'm gonna put it right if the shrimp gets in there, it's no big deal. Put some of that sauce right in there. Paprika and stuff. Okay. Now I gotta let this go about 5 or 6 minutes till the onions and the tomatoes are soft. Then we're going to use a cup of vegetable broth. You can use any kind of broth you want. We're going to use white. You can use white wine or red wine. Sometimes we use white sometimes. White wine or red wine vinegar. Sometimes I use white, sometimes I use red. Today I'm just using white. Okay. I probably will put the rest of that sauce in here then too. That little buttery mixture. when we're done. Okay, so I'm going to use I'm supposed to use a half cup, so I'm going to use a whole cup of vegetable broth. I did reserve some pasta sauce too, so. And if we need more sauce, we can always get it. If we need more liquid. You won't know until you put your. Alright. So I got that in there. So, and then I need to put 2 teaspoons of this in there. This is a half teaspoon. I'll just use this now. 1 to 2. I put 2, but 1 to 2. That's 1. This is a half teaspoon. I'm going to start out with, you can use 1 to 2, so that's 2, and I'm doubling it. So I'm going to just do 3 for now. Actually, believe it or not, the white wine vinegar helps them tomatoes out a lot. Okay. I didn't use a lot of tomatoes. I used a cup, and I cut them in half. So I probably had about 2 cups there because not everybody likes the tomatoes. So, all right. So I got that in there. So we got the vegetable in there and the vinegar. Gotta let that simmer for another 2 minutes. About 2 minutes. Making a nice little broth. It's getting all nice and red. I'm going to put all this in there, and then I'm going to pull a little bit of it out in case Amanda wants some before I put the shrimp in. I'm going to use a little bit of this. I have this. It's not on the recipe, but I have it. It's just garlic Parmesan Kinders. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in there to help it out. Like I said, I just have it. I love the Kinder stuff. So I think I might try it and see how that tastes. Make sure it's not too. That's actually very good. That's good. All right, here's my linguine. Now what I did was when I did it, then I put a couple tablespoons of butter into it, and I think I did 1 tablespoon of olive oil, so it wouldn't get all dry, you know, get all pushed together. So if you're making it up ahead, just do that, and then it stays, so it's not all sticky. And wheat pasta doesn't get sticky. It's like it does, but not as much as the white pasta does. So I got all that in there. I'm going to put a little bit of lemon juice in here. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And maybe I'll use a tablespoon in here. I'll use 2. There's that. Okay. I only kept some of the pasta broth in case we need it. If we don't need it, we don't need to use it. Okay, so I have that in there. I'm going to put some parsley in here. And I'm trying to use that parsley up, so there's too much in there. So, because I like to have some kind of color in it. Alrighty, there's that. So now, we can go ahead and add in our pasta, and then I'll put actually I think I might put my Parmesan cheese in before my pasta. No, I won't. I'll put my pasta in first like I had it. I'm going to turn this down a little low. Okay. Let's get this in there. See how it didn't stick together? Look at that. Like I said, I'm going to put all this together, and then I'm going to take a little bit out in case Amanda wants some without the shrimp in it. thought that wasn't on. I have YouTube over there, and I thought it wasn't on, but it's on. All right, so we're going to, and then I will show this in a little bit too, like I always do, only because some people don't want to really watch the whole video. They do pull out the, recipe when I send it, and then they also like to see the end result, so instead of watching the whole video. So I will post it again, just the finished product. Like I said, you can use some more tomatoes. I didn't put a lot of tomatoes in here because not everybody likes the tomatoes. So I figured they can pick them out. So, all right. So I'm going to use a little bit of this, a splash of this pasta sauce in here. Only because it is a little. And you can also use more. You can use more vegetable broth. Okay. I'm going to take grated Parmesan, and I'm going to use, how much did I put? I'm going to use a half, it says a half a cup, so I'm going to use a whole cup. That's 1.5 cups. 1 cup. Okay. I think this is, I didn't think that was going to be a whole cup. Alrighty. I have another one. I keep getting water all over my floor. I just don't want to slip. Okay. Now, I don't always put mozzarella cheese in here. I am today, but I don't always do it. You don't have to do it. But first of all, you want to get this mixed up. I always make a mess. I cleaned this whole thing up when I was done cooking the first time because it was so messy. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit more of this vegetable broth in here. Because I'm going to add mozzarella cheese and I don't want it to, and I'm just going to put another little dab of that in there. Alrighty. Let me try this before I put the mozzarella cheese in it. Oh, that's good. That is good. Alright, I'm going to get some mozzarella and put in there. About a cup. That should be good. I have extra if somebody wants more. And like I said, this is optional. You don't have to put that in there. Let me get this melted up. I'm going to get a little bit out for Amanda. So it doesn't have the shrimp in it. And then I'm going to put these shrimp in. And there's a little bit of juice in with them shrimp too. Okay. All right, let me get some out for her. I don't know if she's going to want any, but just in case. She likes pasta, so that's why I made a little bit of extra too. I mean, everybody else in the house does like the shrimp, but she doesn't. All right, that's for Amanda. See it? Looks good, don't it? Let me put this on here so I don't wear it. Alrighty. I'm just going to put that on there. Okay, so now we're going to take the shrimp and we're going to dump them in here. I'm going to put the rest of that oily stuff that was in there right in with it. I just want to make sure I got all my shrimp out of there. Like I said, these were raw shrimp is what I used. Okay. Alrighty. And there we have it. Let me get a plate. And then if you want, you can put a little bit of extra Parmesan on it. You can put a little extra mozzarella on it. There you go. Let me get a little bit of parsley here. I'll put a little bit more in there too. Okay, there you go. How's that? Okay. There you go. That's what you got. There you got it. There's your lemon garlic shrimp linguine. So there you go. Hope everybody. Oh, let me get some chicken salad out too, so I can show it to you. Just get a little plate for this. Okay. And there's your chicken salad. You can use it with crackers, bread, whatever makes you happy. You have some little of the Cheez-It, the black pepper cheddar Cheez-Its that I used the other day. I got more. You can throw a little bit of those on there, like such. And there you go. Let me put the, you might be able to see it better like that. Let me push it back. Okay. There you go. Alrighty. So I shall be back on Monday. I think I'm going to make something called a mock pizza. I'm not real sure if that's what I'm going to make yet or not. If I can remember tomorrow night when I go to work to grab some mozzarella cheese because I'm out of it, I will. But if not, we won't make it and I'll make something else. But I think I'm going to make a mock pizza on Monday. So hopefully I'll see you then. Have a great weekend. The rest of it, stay blessed and don't forget you are loved.